Alright, so the single and most important skill for you to thrive and dominate 2024. And this skill is adaptability. So how fast you can adjust yourself and your behavior to new environments, to new locations, to new weather, to new people, to new cultures, and to new food, new cuisine, everything. And why I'm talking about adaptability? Because this is true on the micro and the macro scale as well, and for every aspect of your life. Your relationships, your health and fitness, your business and professional life. So this has an effect on literally everything. And alright, it's 2024, guys. We have to adapt faster than ever before. Not just as a species, because of course over the course of millions of years we have evolved, and this is how it works in nature. Every species evolves because of the survival of the most adaptable. So how quickly and how well you can adjust your behaviors to a new situation, right? And I know that some of you who are watching this are entrepreneurs, executives who take a lot of flights every single year. Lots of travels, business meetings, conferences, and you have to navigate this, right? And you might say, just because of this, that you have no time to take care of your health, or you just put your health on the back burner because you think that, okay, if you travel, you're gonna eat shit, right? If you travel, you're gonna probably drink alcohol, you probably gonna try out local cuisine, and so on and so on and so on, and you keep telling yourself, you keep saying these lies that, okay, it's impossible for me to get in shape and to stay in shape if I travel and if I have to adapt to new environments, to new locations. But here's the thing: if you can adapt fast to a new time zone, to a new location, to new food, you can do anything. So this is what we do, for example, at the Demi Cycle Protocol, and this is what I do for myself as well, is that every time we go to a new place, or there's a business event somewhere that we visit, that we take a flight to, we implement a travel protocol specific to that location. So what type of food is available there? What are the best restaurants over there? What are on their menus? So we can eat out, we can have fun, we can drink a little, right? Without having to count calories or being those boring gym rats who eat chicken, rice and broccoli. Because I know that some of you are afraid that, okay, you have to live that kind of bodybuilding lifestyle in order to be healthy, fit and feel good about your body, but that's a lie. You don't have to be a chicken, rice, broccoli gym bro, right? You just have to adapt to the new location and the new protein sources and everything that's available there, and to the new time zone. So many people are complaining about jet lags. I never had a jet lag in my life, and I take like 10 to 12 flights per year since I was 19 years old. So right now I'm 22. How do I have the audacity to talk about this? Because I've been living this lifestyle for years by now, constantly forcing myself to adapt to a new situation and to take a flight, get adjusted to the new environment, stay in shape there, improve my shape there. So literally I just moved out to Paraguay in South America, and I'm about to assemble the best shape of my life in just a couple of weeks. And well, looks like it's going pretty well, and definitely got the 10 in the first week. But what really matters is that I have implemented the systems that I have implemented for myself for years by now, and what I'm also implementing for my clients, right? So this was the most important, that you can adapt to new environments if you have the right systems in place. And when it comes to business, think it over a little bit. What is happening right now in the world with AI and everything? Humans have to adapt that there are machines that can do certain things much better, cheaper and faster than we do them, right? In business, you have to also adapt to the competition. The higher level you play at, the more fierce this competition is. And you already know that because you're living it. You're living that lifestyle. You constantly have to adapt to new environments. You have to develop new products or just make your product better. You constantly have to do, as a wise person once said, you have to do more and you have to do it better. right? So it's very important for all of these things that you have systems in place. So for example, in your business or the company that you're working for, right, you have SOPs, like standard operational processes, right? You can have your SOPs for your health as well, right? But it doesn't mean that it's the same program over and over again. No, it adapts over time. The SOPs in the business, or the KPIs, the key performance indicators that measure the performance of employees or certain departments, they are evolving as well, because we are raising the standards higher, or we pivot to another direction, right? So this is how you should be pivoting every time that you travel. Of course, the basics, the fundamentals will always stay the same. So like movement, protein, and sleep. This is how I break it down. So you need to get your movement in. It doesn't matter in what form, just stay active, right? You don't have to set an unrealistic goal for yourself that, okay, on this trip I'm gonna be taking 12 to 15k steps per day. Why would you take 12,000 steps per day if you can't sustain it in the long term, right? Just pick something you can be consistent with, like 6,000 to 8,000 per day. That's still movement, hitting like 2 to 3 20 to 25 minute full body workouts at your hotel room with your luggage. Actually, I have a video about this, check out my channel. And or you can go to a hotel gym. You don't even need a hotel gym, you can just hit push-ups, whatever. You can do a full body workout anywhere, anytime, in 20 minutes, and repeat that 2 or 3 times per week, and you are sorted, right? Because of course your travel routine will not gonna be the same as your home routine, right? But you still have to adapt. Adaptability is super important, especially in this day and this age, okay? Because some of you still operate from the mindset of, what do I need to do to get in shape? What do I need to do to feel good about myself, to feel good about my body, to perform, and to feel great all the time? What do I need to do? You don't need to do anything, because if you needed to do something, that would be the chicken, rice, broccoli bodybuilding lifestyle that you straight up hate. And I hate it too. I don't follow that too either, right? So that's very important to emphasize that, okay, there is nothing you need to do, because 2024 is not the year of needs, this is the year of wants. So what do you want to do? What are the activities that you could be doing, or what are the places that you wish you could be visiting, or that you're visiting right now but you can't really enjoy? So what are all of these things that you want to be present in your life in 10, 20, 30 years? What kind of a 60, 70, 80-year-old person you would like to become? And act according to that. Act according to the ideal version of the future you. Reverse engineer his habits, his protocols, his behavior. How does he carry himself? How does he feel about himself? What are the actions, what are the habits that he had in place in order to get there? And just do that, right? And I know that it's easier said than done. And then you might wonder that, okay, what is this 22-year-old guy talking about adaptability, right? So let me tell you a few stories. Almost from the beginning of my life, I was forced into adaptation from the very start. I forced myself into being a child actor at the age of 8 or 9, and I've done that for nearly a decade, right? I forced myself into a new situation, learning how to speak, talk clearly, right? Learning how to present myself, learning how not to be nervous in front of sometimes hundreds and thousands of people, right? I needed to learn how to sing well, how to dance well, how to perform on stage. And in the meantime, later on, something else came into that equation, how to look good meanwhile doing this, when getting the main roles and having to perform, right? So that was the first step in my life. Then I started up some rock and heavy metal bands back in my hometown, and when I moved out to Denmark, I also had a band over there, actually multiple bands, and I forced myself into a situation that I needed to adapt to. I need to adapt to, okay, acting professional, entertaining an audience, looking good on stage, and so on and so on and so on. And after that, when I finished high school, I was like, damn it, I want to go abroad. I want to move a little bit away from my family, right? I love them. It's just, I needed a massive environment change. So from Hungary, I packed my stuff and I moved to Denmark, and I studied there at the university for 3.5 years, got my BA degree there, and just in the first 4 months, I built such a solid network over there that I had a guy for everything. So anything, if it went wrong and stuff like that, I had someone to call. I literally couldn't walk down the street without someone saying hi to me, right? Because I organized some events, I brought people together. Sometimes I was throwing house parties at my dorm room, because I knew that, okay, the hands that will be shaken here will come back in some form in the future. And I wanted to adapt to the new environment. I wanted to feel home in a new environment, in a country of which I don't speak the language of. I still do not speak Danish perfectly, right? It's very far from perfect. But here's the thing, I could adapt there, and I could call it my home for a while. Meanwhile, I was also traveling to many, many places, because this is how I am. This is what I built my lifestyle around, and this is what I built my business around. So this is how I can help other people do just the same. This is how I can help multiple business people, 7, 8, 9-figure entrepreneurs manage their health meanwhile they are traveling, because I've done that for myself and multiple clients before, and I've learned the skill of adaptability. So just a couple, like how many months ago, like maybe 2 months ago, I graduated from university, and yeah, I went back to Hungary for a couple of weeks. Then I moved out to Paraguay. So I'm in a whole other hemisphere, whole other continent, and I'm doing just well. I already have like a building out network here, right? I already know people here. I'm living with my G's, my boys, also health coaches. We're living an amazing life here, and it's nothing but I could adapt to the new environment. I could adapt to the new time zone. I could organize my workflows, my client calls, and every activity in my business accordingly. I could organize my fitness habits accordingly. I'm assembling the best shape of my life ever right now in just a couple of weeks. I'm getting shredded, I'm getting cut, I'm dropping weight while eating so good food over here. Like here in Paraguay, the food is amazing, just simply very high quality, but I'm still eating like pancakes, a lot of sugar, whatever, ice cream, as you could see in one of my previous videos, because I know how to adapt and how to eat strategically in a way that I still manage to lose fat, still manage to look good, feel good about myself, and perform amazing. And this is what I also help my clients with. But most importantly, this is what adaptability as a skill helps you with. So how fast you can adapt. Because don't tell me that you can't adapt. Your families, your ancestors could adapt. So that's why you're here, because no one really starts from zero. Let's be honest. If you haven't started from hunger level poverty, you're not starting from zero. You should be grateful for where you started from, right? You should be grateful for your family, because they had to adapt to new situations, to new environments, to get you started from where you started, right? That's an achievement from them. And let me tell you a personal story from my great-grandparents. They had a shop. They owned a shop, and that was taken away from them back after the Second World War, in the communism, when everything was collectivized and taken away from these people in Hungary. And all right, what did they do? They adapted. They built everything, the wealth, the family, everything in between. They started building it up over again from zero. And we got to that point that everyone from my family is crushing it. They are doing good. They are doing an amazing job. They are raising kids. Every year in my family, new kids are being born here and there, and families are being formed. Everybody's going about their lives in an upwards trajectory, right? Because we learned how to adapt to these new environments. And I know sometimes life sucks, right? It's throwing heavy balls at us, right? But we have to withstand the storm. We have to adapt. And the same goes not just for your business, not just for your personal life, not just for how you build generational wealth, how you make sure that your family thrives. It's also how you make sure that your body thrives, your brain thrives, your energy levels are soaring, right? This is what you want to achieve. But it won't happen if you live a boring, like neurotically health focused or neurotically fitness and bodybuilding focused lifestyle. You should find that balance that allows you to be adaptable to new situations. Because as I said before, this is not the year of needs anymore. This is the year of wants. What do you want to do? What activities do you enjoy? What your business is like, what your lifestyle is like, what your job is like. How do you want to fit that into your fitness routine? This is what we are helping you with. And if you feel like this is a little bit overwhelming or a little bit too much for you to do it on your own, we can help you with that. We can help you customize and implement these systems in your lifestyle, and we can get started with a free consultation call that you can find the link to that in the description below. But if you already found it useful and already implemented some of these habits and tactics, then feel free to like, subscribe, share it with your friends, your employees, your team members, and your colleagues, everyone that you think could find this useful and helpful. And I really encourage a friendly conversation in the comment section below as well. So if you have any comments or any questions that you would like to ask from me, or you would like to hear me talking about, then feel free to let me know in the comments below. And I'm grateful for you guys. I'm grateful to be sharing my stories and my knowledge. So thank you so much. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next one.